Hey-o, minions! I want to do a follow-up to an earlier video, my hostess coaching video. In that, so definitely, so if you haven't watched that one yet, watch that one first before you watch this one. But I touch on something in there called, I said that I have a group called Hostess Bootcamp. So I just wanted to go into a little more detail on that because it used to be everyone in here was in there, so so I didn't have to explain it as much because you just go, you look around. But now there are so many people that people are not always getting added to the boot camp, so it's easier to just tell you what's in there. Okay, so when I first started doing multiple parties at once, I realized I had to train 3 hostesses at the same time. And when you're trying to tell a hostess what's going to happen and what they should do, you're kind of saying the same thing over and over again to each of the hostesses. I'm a very lazy person. I don't like doing any more work than I have to, so I'm always looking for ways to shortcut things. So I just created a group. I created a group called it Hostess Bootcamp. Made like a cover photo that has, you know, boot campy stuff, and then I add my hostesses in there. My parties start on a Monday. I add them on a Friday, and then I just go through all the training with all of them together. Makes my life 8 bajillion times easier because I don't have to copy and paste to 3 different people and forget who saw what and everything like that. So here's just a little of what I do in my boot camp and some ways you can utilize that. And if anyone else has their boot camp and they do something I don't do, I would love to hear what you do because I'm always looking for more. Hostess training is so ridiculously important. Like it's essential to especially Facebook parties. So if anyone has any hugely bright ideas, I would love, or even mildly bright ideas, I would love to hear them. So here's what I do. I have folders in there of photos, just silly things like a battle of the jams, or like which jam goes with the outfit best, or little memes, you know, silly things that if a hostess ever says, well, I don't know what to post. I know you want me to post every day, but I don't know what to post. Well, just go grab a picture and stick it on the wall. So I'm like force feeding them stuff that they can post. Here's a list of the. Let me see if I can get to my boot camp over here. Here are the things that I train my hostesses on. I have 2. I have just like an intro post saying that I am going to, you know, I'm going to be telling you. Whoopsies. I'm going to be telling you what we're going to be doing, and I'm just going to be preparing you, and if you follow my tips, you'll get higher sales, that kind of stuff. I tag my hostesses in every single post that I do, and I ask them to like my posts so that I know that they've seen them. And then I have one super important post that I actually say, comment underneath, sir, yes, sir, underneath it so that I know that they read it. So this way I know that they're getting the information. So my first post is just a welcome. This is what we're going to do. Then, well, this month I've been telling them about the special hostess rewards. Okay, then I tell them my pre-party tip number 1 is you got to tell people there's going to be a party. So I tell them to either... best case scenario, PM every single person that you're going to be inviting and personally invite them. This is what you want them to do. 90% of them will not do it. The best ones will. but offer some other suggestions for people that are not willing to put out that kind of effort. Like posting something on your wall, posting a picture of your nails, and then maybe just PMing the people that respond to those posts. So that's the first, and then I tell them that if they do these things, their sales will be better. So, you know, it's all on you. My second pre-party tip is that the mail stinks, and if you want your people to get their samples on time, you might want to put out the link early. So I try and get people to get sample requests a few days ahead of time so that I can get them in the mail a couple days ahead of time. Then I do what I call a pro tip, which is always post a, and this goes for you guys too. Always post a picture with your posts. Even if it's just, hey guys, how are you doing this morning? Find a little picture of a lolcat waking up in the morning, or find a picture of a jam that you think represents morning time. I don't care. But people are more likely to interact with things on their news feed if it has a picture with it. If it just blends into all the, oh, Game of Thrones was stinky last night, or, oh, my coffee tastes like dirt today, or my kid peed on the potty, it's just going to blend in with all of those. So you need something eye-catching, even if it's just a silly lolcat or a picture of some nails on a hand. I mean, anything. Post anything for a picture. Just make sure there's a picture. So that's what I tell my hostesses. I try and get my hostesses to always post with a picture so that when it's coming across their guest news feed, they're going to be more likely to click on it. But that's actually a good tip for all you consultants out there too. And then I do a post talking about my party philosophy, and I'll actually read it to you. It says, let me tell you about my Facebook party philosophy. Gather around and get your popcorn. Facebook parties are just like regular parties. Think of it as you being the hostess and me being the entertainment. You wouldn't leave your guests alone with the creepy musician, so don't leave them alone with me. Not that I'm creepy. The most important thing that you can do at your party is be present and make sure that your guests know that you are present. Respond to them. Post things on your own. Like things. Just make sure that they know that they aren't alone with the help. As awesome as I am, your friends know you better. Make sure you attend your own party. Remember, when you don't even attend your party, if you don't even attend your own party, why would your friends attend it? So, I think that one's super important because hopefully it counteracts that feeling, that notion that people have that on a Facebook party they don't have to do a diddly squat, which is not true. They probably have to do more with a Facebook party. Whoops, I clicked the wrong button again. Alright, so I tell them that, and then I tell them, alright, first date party tip. Before you add your people in, make sure you post a welcome post. So that when your friends come in, I am not the first scary face they see. If your hostess's friends come in and only see you and they don't see your hostess, they're going to be far less likely to stay. Because they don't want to party with you. They want to party with your hostess. And they may not even want to party at all. So they're far more likely to hang around with the hostess as opposed to the weird consultant lady. So make sure your hostess posts a welcome post before they add their peoples. And then this is the one that I actually make them say, sir, yes, sir, on, because I want to make sure they've seen it. And it says, are you guys ready for my number one absolute most important party tip? It's super simple. All you have to do is post on the party wall at least, in big capital letters, once a day. That's it. Here's the thing. Your friends will not get notifications when I post, but they will get them when you post. So to remind them that the party exists, you need to post daily. Don't worry, you don't need to be obnoxious about it. Just post a picture of your nails, post one of the pictures I have in the group, post a little game, just post something asking to see samples. Just post something, whatever you want. And then I write, because this is so important, please respond with a sir, yes, sir, so I know you've seen it. So it's cute. It's got like a theme boot camp thing going on. And then I know that they've seen it. And that's about it. I also have a video in there. I was having to explain how Hostess rewards work so many times that I just made a video. So then if my Hostess earns rewards, I tag them in the video, say, here are the rules for the Hostess rewards, pick out what you want. And then it's their responsibility and not mine to figure it out. So, as I said, lazy, always looking for shortcuts. So that's it. So if you're having trouble with sending people messages a million times, or just don't know how to do Hostess training, this is a great, ridiculously lazy way to do it. When my Hostesses parties are over, I try to remember to remove them from I remove it once their rewards are done and everything. I remove them from the group. I try and keep the group really clean. I delete all the old posts so that when the new people come in, there's not a bunch of junk on the wall. And then I just copy and paste the old posts and do them again. But don't, try and make it as least messy as possible. Hostesses a lot of your hostesses are going to be nervous because they haven't necessarily done this before, so you don't want to scare them off. The nice thing about a boot camp is you also have constant, access to if you want to say, hey guys, what game you want to play today? It's just an easy way to go back and forth with your hostesses. Sometimes if you've got some really enthusiastic hostesses, they'll even start talking to each other about their parties, which is nice. You get some camaraderie, maybe a little friendly competition going on in there. One of my past hostesses who was really successful wrote something in there about her party tips of how to have a successful party, so I left that on the wall and I tagged people in it. So yeah, it's a really great, easy way to do your training, and it seems to work. So that's it. That's boot camp. If you're having any trouble with your hostess training, that could really, really help you. Yeah. So I hope that helps. All right. Bye, guys.